So we have done a wrap on the skincare. We've done a little bit of information about how we're going to go using our beautiful facial treatment and giving you an opportunity to have your own in-home facial without having to spend hundreds of dollars and getting exactly the same effect. And some of you have taken the deal, so I'm very, very excited to be able to do all of this with you again. But we're now going to actually move over and I'm going to give you a bit of a glimpse at our amazing makeup and cosmetic range. So because Jackie, you have been so awesome and I'm so grateful to be here today, I'm actually going to do your makeup as one of the little perks about being the host. So what I'd like to do with everybody now is actually show you that you don't need 20 minutes in the morning to be able to put your makeup on. I'm going to demonstrate how to put your makeup on in 5 minutes. Because with 3 kids myself, they're usually all in the bathroom with me in the morning. I absolutely have nailed the whole tips and tricks and time-saving techniques on how to get your makeup on, so I would love to share some of my techniques with you now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to actually come around and get some of the products and then demonstrate on Jackie so that you can all see. But the first product, if you don't mind me leaning over, in our Makeup Basics range is our beautiful primer. Who's heard about a primer before? Haven't? So I had no idea about makeup at all, and I thought primer was something that you actually put on your walls when you were painting. It's kind of a similar concept. So primer actually acts like spac filler. So actually when you put it on, it's completely translucent, so it suits beautiful dark complexions right through to fair complexions. But when you put it on with your fingers, it feels like velvet, and I'm actually going to get you to put it on yourself with your fingers, and you pass it around and get everybody to put it on themselves, even if they don't want to put any makeup on. If it's an evening thing, get them to put the primer on their face or their hand because it's epic. So back into like party mode. So primer actually acts like spac filler, so it feels like velvet when it goes on your skin, and it actually acts like spac filler. So it fills in fine lines and wrinkles and any large pores and creates a beautiful smooth surface for your makeup just to glide on. You'll also use less product because the makeup isn't sitting in your pores anymore. So if you find when you've put any foundation on previously and you can actually see the uneven skin tone, you absolutely will incorporate a primer as part of your routine. So I absolutely love the primer because it acts like spac filler and it also acts like a glue. So it holds your makeup to your face. So you can go out partying or you can have kids, like my 1-year-old like sucks on my face, or you can have kids touching your face all the time and giving you kisses, and your makeup will stay where it's supposed to and won't slide off, which is beautiful. We then have, in our next step, 2 beautiful products, and these 2 products are our colour products. So we have a CC cream, which is kind of like a tinted moisturiser, and we also have our beautiful liquid foundation. The main difference between these 2 products is coverage. So if you like to look like you have a flawless complexion, then having your liquid foundation will be the product for you because it's going to give you that flawless finish. Whereas if you want to look a little bit more natural but still have an even complexion, then your CC cream is going to be the product for you. If you're going out though, so say you're going to a wedding, and I've actually done a lot of bridal makeup myself, I actually would put the primer on. I would then use the CC cream as a base coat and then put the foundation on over the top. And because we don't have mineral oil in any of our products, you're actually not going to find that you want to like scratch it off your face, and it's not going to clog your pores and your skin's going to be able to breathe. It's beautiful and lightweight. So which one would you like to try today? The tinted moisturiser, the CC cream. Mm-hmm. And what I'll do now is I'm actually going to demonstrate how to actually properly colour match your skin. So we have our beautiful brush set, which comes, you can actually buy the entire set for $47, when most people spend usually about $50 on one brush, but you get our whole set for $47, so it's super cost effective. I'm actually going to demonstrate how to actually effectively colour match your skin. So who's ever colour matched to their back of their hand before? A lot of people go straight to the back of their hand rather than put it on their face. I would actually discourage you from doing that because the skin on your hand is actually very different than the skin on your face. So the best place to colour match, now that I've just disinfected my hands, is actually along your jawline. So I'm going to guess that this is your colour as medium and see if it actually works. So when colour matching, you basically go along the bottom of the jawline and then down onto the neck. And the key, I guess, thing to look for is you really shouldn't be able to see the product. It shouldn't look too orange or too white. And I think if you look at Jackie's skin, that seems to be the perfect colour. But I always like to check in with you. Do you like to look like you've got colour on your face, or you like to look natural?
Yeah,
natural? Awesome. So it's very easy to go up in colours in the foundation. We've got 12 different shades. And with the CC cream, we can certainly get a really good match as well if you like to look like you've got a little bit more of a natural complexion. So this is medium. So just so you can write down on your client care form, I'm actually matching you to, just put it next to the foundation, I'm actually matching you to the medium CC cream. So you know what colour we're doing. And what I'm going to actually do is just initially do half of Jackie's face. So I might just get you to squish around. Or actually you can go the other way, that's right, just for the purpose of the camera. I'll just break my back in the process. I'm actually going to start with the T-zone, and we've got a whole tutorial on how to do makeup, so I'm not going to give too many techniques now because you can actually watch that. But I do actually share, just for those of you watching, a few application techniques just with all of the guests, but I'm not going to teach you how to actually apply it in this video. It's purely for the purpose of you doing it yourself. So back into group presentation mode. I'm actually just going to initially do this on half of Jackie's face just so you can see the difference and the quality of this product. So you start from the T-zone and work your way out. I'm actually using our foundation brush, but you can completely use your fingers. It's absolutely and utterly personal preference. If you're in a bit of a hurry, then using your fingers is a really quick and easy way to get the product on. But if you do currently use your fingers, you'll notice when you go to wash your hands that a lot of the product actually then gets washed down the sink. So that you're actually getting a bit of product wastage. Whereas if you use a brush, you're using far less product. It's actually quite easy to use this brush. I was so scared of it to start with, but it's actually really easy and it just takes a little bit of practice. So if you look at Jackie's face, you can see that half of her face has the CC cream on and she's got a beautiful, even, natural complexion, and the other half you can see she doesn't have the makeup on, and you can actually see a difference without it looking too made up or too done up. The CC cream is a beautiful, beautiful, popular product. So I'll just even her up now, and again, starting from the T-zone and working out, and the makeup just glides on because of the primer. So if Jackie is going out later, her makeup is going to last all day. And what I then do, once I've popped it on with the makeup brushes, I just usually blend it through with my fingers, just along the hairline, along her eyebrows, and just around her nose, just so the product is all blended through. Now the one thing I'll say about the CC cream is if you've got oily skin, and I know no one today mentioned that they had oily skin, only the core skin concerns with this particular group was dryness. If you have oily skin, I'd encourage you not to use the CC cream. The CC cream actually has incredible hydrating properties, and you will find if you've got oily skin that your skin actually it does exacerbate the oiliness. But if you've got dry skin, it is going to love the CC cream. So beautiful, Jackie. Ta-da! So super effective. Just got it done. Obviously, I'm doing a little bit of talking, but it's really quick and easy to get that particular product on. So the next two products I'm going to use are our translucent setting powder and our bronzer. And I love this translucent setting powder because it's translucent, so it suits all skin types, but it actually sets and blends the makeup. And we've got great lighting here because it's this is a daytime event to actually show you the difference that this particular product makes. So it comes with a little mesh, I don't know what you call that, like a little mesh barrier. So you actually get your big powder brush, dip it into the mesh, and you'll see that there gets a little bit of a concentration of the product on the end. I then just use the lid to kind of disperse the product through so it doesn't end up concentrated on the face. And again, I'm just going to do half of Jackie's face just so you can see the difference that this particular product does. It makes it look amazing. It gives you a slight dewy finish as well, but it really just sets and blends your makeup. So it works with the primer to actually help your makeup stay on. So you can sort of see, if you kind of look towards all the rest of our guests, you can sort of see a slight difference in her skin. So this side, her side on this side here, is actually sort of blended and set, and it has that slight dewy finish. It's got like an ever so slight shimmer that you can see. So I'll just even her up, and I absolutely love, love, love this product. And it feels so nice having someone else put it on as well with these beautiful, soft synthetic brushes. So very, very easy and effective. We then do the bronzer. So we then pop a little bit of bronzer on. So to pop the bronzer on, I actually recommend you use your cheeks brush. And it's a brush that's sort of very similar to your powder brush, but it's a little bit thinner and it's on a slight angle. And there's a really simple technique I'm going to teach you. It's all about contouring at the moment. The Kardashians have made contouring like massive. So I'm going to show you a cheats version of how to do contouring. So if you currently apply bronzer to your entire face like this, I'm going to show you a slightly different technique that will give you beautiful, beautiful glow without the need to put the product across your entire face. So you basically swirl the product through with your cheeks brush, and it's all about buildable coverage. So if you've got a fair complexion, you put a little bit of bronzer on. If you've got a darker complexion, you can afford to go a little bit heavier. So the technique I'm going to use is a 3. And I go through all of these techniques and so much more in our makeup masterclasses. The makeup masterclasses are so much fun. So if you've taken the deal and you love this part of our group presentation this afternoon heaps, then you can actually book in a makeup masterclass and I can go through and give you a lot more detail. We can do more contouring and even do like a bit of smoky eye. So what I'm doing is a 3. So I'm actually going across the top of the forehead, along and underneath the cheekbone, and then down along underneath the jawline. And that's essentially just putting a little bit of colour where the sun would naturally hit Jackie's face. And I'll just bring that product down along her neckline because you don't want the kind of line across the jaw like you may have seen some women. And I'm just going to check in with Jackie to see if she wants to go a little bit darker. So if you have a look at that, obviously I've only done the one side at the moment. Can you see a difference?
Yeah.
See how it's just giving you a little bit of colour and just a little bit of contouring. Her cheeks are now a little bit more defined, like she's got beautiful cheekbones. So I'll just even up. Do you want to go a little bit darker or is that colour?
Yeah, no,
go a little bit darker? I might just get you to face me. So always check in, this is a tip for you guys, not what you'd say in the workshop, or the group presentation rather. Always just check in with your host. Sometimes people like to go a little bit lighter with the colour, other times people like myself and Jackie are happy to go that little bit darker. So it's a lot easier to put it on than it is to take it off. If you are heavy-handed though, just get the translucent setting powder and a big brush, the powder brush, and you can pull the colour right back. If you have been a little bit too heavy-handed or you make a bit of a mistake, it can always be fixed with blending, and Janelle covers that in all of her tutorials. So I'll just keep doing that 3. So across the top of the forehead, along under the cheekbone, and then down along the jawline. And I can't help myself, but I have to go down the nose. It's just this compulsive thing I have. I wasn't trained to do that when I had my makeup training, but I just can't help myself. How's the colour?
looks good.
Happy with it? Now just have a look and make sure I've evened you up. I might just put a teeny tiny bit more on your right hand side, just to make sure you're all even. We'll get the full effect when you take off your headband. Brilliant. So last in the makeup basics is it's all about cheeks, lips and eyes. So with the cheeks, the technique that I've used, again, we'll use the cheeks brush. So the one that's this little angle. There is an imaginary line from the bottom of your nose to the top of your ear. And that line is the line that you actually apply the blush on. But you only ever bring it from the hairline down to about halfway. So if you do a cheesy smile, halfway where your iris is or your pupils are, you sort of put it from there up. So that's the line that you apply the blush to. Now we have 8 different shades of this blush. The particular colour I'm using on you today, if you want to write it down when I'm finished, is Blossom. It's this beautiful sort of rosy pink. We also have like an amazing colour called Apricot. And Taffeta are my favourites, but we have so many different colours. We've got pale pinks, sort of deep reds, and you've got beautiful cheekbones. So you're just going to sort of blend it through along that line. And you'll really see the structure that it gives to your face. It just kind of makes your cheeks lift and pop. Just doing such a beautiful job looking at the camera. And if you want, you can go, like if, for example, if Jackie was going out, I'll just check in with her again and say, you know, would you like me to go a little bit more with the blush and make your cheeks stand out a little bit more, or are you happy with the colour that I've put on?
Good.
Good.
I don't really wear any blush.
Ah, wow. Well, it's completely changed. Yeah, it'd probably be a bit confronting, but it's completely changed the structure of your face. It looks really beautiful. You can absolutely incorporate blush into your regime. And then brows. So brows, eyes, lips, done in makeup basics. I typically would just stop at eyes when I'm doing the makeup basics, and you can add a little bit of gloss, but I'm just going to show you this product because it's one of my favourites, and that is our brow product. We've got 2 brow products. We've got a pencil and a tint. I like the tint because it's almost like a mascara for your eyebrows. It's liquid and you just go chunk chunk and you're done. whereas with the pencil it just takes that little extra second, but it has the most amazing effect at actually filling in any gaps that you might have in your eyebrows. So the technique to use to apply the pencil is to basically go across the top or bottom of the natural arch of the eyebrow, and then go and draw along the top, and then same along the bottom. Just draw that line to the natural arch, and then you basically just colour that line in. And what it does is brows completely frame someone's face. So if you have a look at the difference just with that one eyebrow, it's completely framed Jackie's face. I absolutely love our brow products because they're so easy to use and they really make such a difference with features. I actually don't have any eyebrows. Mine are really, really fair. And I feel that I look a little bit like a seagull if I don't put my brows on every morning. My daughter watches me every morning and she has her own little makeup kit, and she's very good at doing her brows. She sees me do mine every morning. Wonderful. The other tip I'll give you about eyebrows as well, which I do more in the makeup masterclass than in this, because this is just a sneak peek at our makeup. But eyebrows should be sisters, not twins. So you'll never have eyebrows that are exactly the same. They'll always be a little bit different, and that's completely normal. I'm just going to have one more look at you, make sure I've got them perfectly, not perfectly, just make sure I've got them in. Excellent. So mascara, I love this mascara. This mascara's got bamboo extract and peptides. So again, that magic word peptides. This is actually a lengthening mascara. The one tip I'll give you with the mascara is don't ever pump the wand. It actually pumps air and bacteria into the actual product and won't make it last as long. It'll dry out a lot quicker and also get a lot of bacteria in there. And the technique to do, the technique I use and recommend to do mascara, I'm only going to do it on Jackie's bottom lashes because she's got eyelash extensions. But if you were to do it on the top, is you basically get the wand as close to the lash line as possible and do a zigzag motion up and out, and the same on the other way. And with bottom lashes, it's personal preference. Sometimes people love it, sometimes people don't. I know because Jackie took hers off in the bathroom, I'm going to put them back on. But it's just personal preference. There's no real rule of thumb. So I'm just going to put a little bit of mascara on Jackie's lower lash line. And again, doing that little bit of a zigzag motion just to get the product dispersed on there. And don't feel bad, like I know Janelle shares this in her training, but don't feel bad about touching your guest's or your host's face. Just to help steady your hand and also give them some extra confidence. Wonderful. So you can sort of see she's got beautiful, beautiful lower lashes, all defined now. And then lucky last is lips. And then we're done with our makeup basics. So with our lip products, we have beautiful lip glosses and lipsticks. And they go hand in hand with this amazing product. So if you suffer from dry lips, I highly recommend, I'm just going to put a little bit on your finger, I highly recommend you grab yourself this lip treatment. So you can just basically spread that across your lips. If you're currently using like Lucas's Paw Paw ointment or Vaseline, I really encourage you to flick it over and Google the #1 ingredient on there. We don't have that in any of our ranges, especially in our lip products or any of our ranges, because it goes against our ingredient philosophy. But this is a beautiful hydrating, like a lip balm almost, and it actually will physically plump up your lips. So if you find that you get those little like dry lines in your lips, it will actually physically plump them up. And it makes a really good base to pop a bit of lipstick on. So with our lippy, I do recommend using a liner first, but I'm not going to demonstrate that in this particular class because we do more of that in our makeup masterclass. But just to get a little bit of colour on Jackie's face, I'm going to get you just to go through all of the lipsticks and feel free to put them all on the back of your hand for the colours that you actually like. I've got a bit of a tester, so I run off screen and then run back on screen. You can actually keep this on hand as well for those of you watching. So this is just our lipstick samples. I love this because if people are like, if you've got a big group, you can actually just hand this around and they'll be like, oh my gosh, I really love that colour. So rather than sort of finding all of them and putting them on the back of their hand, they can just find the ones that they like off this sample sheet. So that's just a little tip. So you can pop that in front of your host and say, these are our colours. We've essentially got the 16 different shades. So if you sort of find the ones that you kind of like, I can then help you you know, you can put them on the back of your hand, and then I can absolutely give you this little disposable applicator to put them on. But I think you'd look lovely with like a brighter colour, like a pinky or a peachy, like the zinnia is a really lovely colour. Even guava, poppy, lily's beautiful. Whereabouts is lily? Here, it's got a bit of a shimmer to it as well. What have you got there? Hibiscus?
Wow.
Oh, guava, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant. So I'll just pop this on, and then you can pop this on your lips. It's a little bit awkward with a disposable applicator, but just for hygiene purposes, we don't apply the products directly to our lips. You guys will just be careful, it's got a fair bit on there. And you can write down the colour that you've got, guava. And that is a wrap as Jackie finishes just doing her lipstick with our beautiful applicator. That's a wrap on how to do your makeup in 5 minutes, so you can get it on, get it off. So we basically use the primer, so it's the spack filler and glue. Jackie chose the more of the tinted moisturiser, which is our CC cream, but you also have our foundation as an option. We then put the translucent setting powder on, the bronzer in the 3, a little bit of blush, some mascara, eyebrows, lips, and we're done. And she's out of the house in 5 minutes. And I think she looks absolutely beautiful. So when she's finished doing her lippy, she can take off her headband and then show everybody the completed look. I can take that from you. Pop that in the bin. And then ta-da! What do you think? Doesn't she look lovely? How does the makeup feel on your face, Jackie?
I can't feel it actually.
That colour is really good on you.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Yeah, no, it doesn't feel like a face of makeup.
Oh, good. And that's the consistent feedback we get all the time, because we don't have mineral oil in any of our cosmetic products. You don't feel like you want to like take it off because your skin is actually allowing itself to breathe. So you can write down your colours on your little colours chart that I've colour matched you to.